TLDR guys, tripod change, if you just prepare a little bit, wow. Even if you don't have full level 5s right now, you can get it just by storing it and then passively learning them with the change. So I went from a peasant to a god, like full best slot tripods. All my ults went from garbage to gods. I think tripod change is the best ever, like one of the best changes ever. It was overdue. If you look at the gear, it's gone. Just like the old days, 18 slots, but it's no longer on our armor pieces. It's so clean. So we have it in the skill book, 18 out of 18. So we can choose at will any tripod we want to choose. You just got to get the highest level unlocked. Now in a raid, we can also change tripods at will. We don't have to go to the tripod vendor. We don't have to do any of that stuff. As you can see, there's only one button, one tab. There isn't the storage, the library, whatever you want to call it. That's completely gone. So what I had in the storage before the patch, you learned when the patch dropped. So for those that prepared and stored it in the storage, they got maxed out tripods if they prepared correctly. But yeah, everything in the storage transfers, not the ones you're wearing. You're supposed to put that in your storage. And then whatever tripods you don't have, let's just say, for example, you don't have this level 5. This is your like best in slot skill, best in slot tripod that you want to put +4 into the storage. So that when the system goes live, when Skynet goes live, you have the maxed out tripods for your best skills. Now for those that have been maxed, especially for their mains, they also got like best in slot tripods for skills they're not using now, that they could switch into at any time. Maybe there's like a balance patch. You can go an extra mile by unlocking more storage space. That's what I did. So some people even did other skills as well, but I just went for the best tripods and other skills that I'm not using now. So TLDR, if that didn't make sense, all you need to know is that whatever you store in here before patch goes live, you learn it permanently per character, not roster. So for folks that have like 6 scrappers, for example, you have to learn it per character. It's not roster wide. It's not like engravings, but like engravings, once you learn them, you have them with you forever. So eventually you'll be able to collect all tripods. They're still honing, but the odds have been increased. Do you still need sage or powder? Sure, but the rates are higher. And how do you hone it? So when you do chaos dungeons, you start getting these. It's not a specific armor slot, right? That's all gone now. We don't have to like try, oh, I need to get a level 4 on my shoulder piece so that I can save it in the storage and then transfer it to my gear. None of that stuff. When we transfer gear from like legendary to relic, remember we have to store tripods, shoulder, we have to save it and then put it into the new relic piece. None of that stuff anymore. So we get these amulets now from chaos dungeons. So we have the new alarm system. So it tells us exactly which level tripod we want displayed. So I got one right here, and in order to hone it, it looks different now. So I have a level 5 and I have a level 5 here, but I don't have a level 5 here. So I can choose to hone this 25% chance before using the dust. So for level 5, the max, it's 20% instead of 10%. So the odds have increased. And for the ones that are max, you can't own that obviously, but it's telling me I could either upgrade this piece or this piece. So I'll just upgrade this, okay? Why not? And here it is.
Nope.
Yeah, failed, but whatever. Higher odds, I didn't use the dust. Before I go over, man, don't laugh, man. Before I'm just kidding. I just want you guys to know there's no reason to buy out the tripods in the auction house right now and store them in the storage. I did tripods for this character, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So for those 8 characters, these 3 characters are kind of important to me, these 4. So I bought some 2 days before the change. But until today, what I did was I did chaos dungeons, set the alarms, got the tripods to drop, and then put them into my storage here. I kept them in there. And then right before the day of the change, I put them into the tripod storage. So what you should be doing instead of FOMOing and buying these things out is set the alarms for the tripods and then do chaos dungeons, collect those tripods and just put them into your storage. And then before the day of, I just put them into the tripod storage. By doing so, My artist has DPS and support tripods. Got all of them level 5, maxed out. My main got like 3-4 specs maxed out. Aeromancer got 3 specs maxed out. All the tripods. Gunslinger, I got the 7M spec. Time to Hunt, Peacemaker, all maxed out level 5. Just from doing Chaos Dungeons. These 3 characters, they're not my mains. I love them, but not as much as these 4. So I just put the Chaos Dungeon tripods into the storage, and by doing so I got all the tripods. Now about the costs, since we don't have to like buy specific armor slots anymore, how does it work? So if we go into the auction house, so this tripods, just go, let's say a skill, this skill, I guess you go level 5 now. Now these are still the old ones. You can still sell the old ones, so you could sell it before the tripod change, or you can sell them afterwards. I sold before and afterwards. Now the new ones people are putting up as well, 2 trade abilities. So whether you buy this umbrella or helmet or this amulet, it doesn't matter. You just take it to the vendor and you just hone it, because it's not going to a specific piece and you're just learning it into the library. It doesn't matter which slot you get. Alright, and it still has the same pay on costs. Even if it's 1 level 4, it's still worth saving. That's how I did it. I didn't buy a 443 when I was saving it into the tripod storage, because why would I buy a 443? That's too expensive. I'm going to unlock all the inventory? Sure. I did for actually almost all the characters. Does this mean that eventually we'll not make any gold from Chaos Dungeons aside from mats, and if we are lucky, an accessory? First of all, Chaos Dungeons at 1560 eye level in Korea has a 68,000 gold value per week. Shards make up 80% of that 68,000. There's also silver, boss rush tickets, cube tickets. There's also rocks. Second of all, the tripod change is for those that played before the tripod change. For those that are starting the game after the tripod change, then they have to hone their tripods. So they will have to buy your tripods from the auction house. So your tripods dropping from Chaos Dungeons will still have value. So now I'm on NA. It's in English now. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm going to do until the tripod change comes. So as you do the Chaos Dungeons, let's just say you're doing the tripods, you go into settings and you want to save the ones you want to get the notifications. And then you store them like I am in here. So look at my gear, right? I'm on the NA account. Look at my gear. 332, all full. Same thing happened on my KR alts. So what you want to do is go to the tripod vendor. You see you have the inventory, right? The storage. So what did I say? Everything on your gear will disappear. If you don't store it, you're fucked. So store it. So I have a 4 here, a 4 here, a 4 here, a 4 here. I have a 4 here, and I don't have a 4 here. So I'm gonna get a helm, let's say like from Chaos Dungeon, and then I'm gonna store it in here. Now, do you want to get the same level 4s? So let's say you have quick prep for this skill. For Iron Cannon Blow, you have quick prep. Do you want to put quick prep here? No, that defeats the entire purpose. You want to get a skill that is your best in slot skill. And if you're going to ask me what's the best in slot, it's the best in slot because you're using that tripod, right? So I have 5, 5, and 1. This one, I have 4, 4, 5. So this one and this one, I need a 5. Blindside for Earthquake Chain. So I'm gonna find Blindside Earthquake Chain here. Doesn't matter which part, I just need a level 4. And then the other one I was missing, I'll get a level 4 here. Make sure to lock these as well so you don't override it. And once this one's finished, I'll fill this up. That's 6 tripods level 4. And then I could get 6 more here by paying blue crystals. It's 50, 100, 150. If it's your main, I think it's worth doing. It's up to you. So I'm gonna get tripods for my main spec, Tajutsu, and try to get some shock as well. Now, as I put them in the inventory, you have to make sure it's not a tripod you already have at level 4, not at 4, plus 4, because it's going to be 5. And you also got to make sure that it's in a slot, because if you have a helm, and then you got another helm with the level 4, then you got to open this, and then you got to open this, and then you got to open inventory 5. And after that, you run out of inventory, so just slot it into the right pieces. Why should we keep it and not sell once we saved it? You could do whatever the fuck you want after you saved it. You could sell it, you can hodl it, you can disenchant it, do whatever you want, man. What I'm gonna do is first wait for the roadmap. As a matter of fact, I don't even care if it's not coming in August or September. I'm still not gonna hone this. I hate this system. What I'm gonna do is store it in here and then wait for the change. Will I be underpowering myself? Sure. You guys do you. But for me, I'm gonna hodl, hold on to dear life until the tripod change happens, get full level 5s, get that power spike. Anyways, that's it, guys.